The book of Hosea, chapter 12, King James. Ephraim feedeth on wind, and followeth after the east wind. He daily increaseth lies and desolation, and they do make a covenant with the Assyrians, and oil is carried into Egypt. The Lord hath also a controversy with Judah, and will punish Jacob according to his ways. According to his doings will he recompense him. He took his brother by the heel in the womb, and by his strength he had power with God. Yeah, he had power over the angel, and prevailed. He wept, and made supplication unto him. He found him in Bethel, and there he spake with us. Even the Lord God of hosts, the Lord is his memorial. Therefore turn thou to thy God. Keep mercy and judgment, and wait on thy God continually. He is a merchant, the balances of deceit are in his hand. He loveth to oppress. And Ephraim said, Yet I am become rich, I have found me out substance. In all my labors they shall find none iniquity in me that were sin. And I that am the Lord thy God from the land of Egypt will yet make thee to dwell in tabernacles, as in the days of the solemn feast. I have also spoken by the prophets, and I have multiplied visions and used similitudes by the ministry of the prophets. Is there iniquity in Gilead? Surely they are vanity. They sacrifice bullocks in Gilgal. Yeah, their altars are as heaps in the furrows of the fields. And Jacob fled into the country of Syria, and Israel served for a wife, and for a wife he kept sheep. And by a prophet the Lord brought Israel out of Egypt, and by a prophet was he preserved. Ephraim provoked him to anger most bitterly. Therefore shall he leave his blood upon him, and his reproach shall his Lord return unto him. Commentary. Main themes and context. Hosea chapter 12 brings a strong reminder of God's faithfulness contrasted with Israel's deception. It calls the people to look back to their history, their identity, and their relationship with God, and to recognize how far they have drifted. 1. Living on empty, feeding on wind. The chapter opens with a striking image. Ephraim feedeth on wind. This describes a life built on emptiness, chasing things that cannot satisfy. Their alliances with nations like Assyria and Egypt reflect misplaced trust in human solutions instead of God. 2. God's controversy with his people. God brings a formal charge not only against Israel, but also Judah. He promises to repay them according to their actions. This reinforces a key truth. God is just, and actions have consequences. 3. The example of Jacob. God points back to Jacob, the ancestor of Israel. Jacob struggled, wrestled, and sought God earnestly. He wept and made supplication. This is held up as a contrast to the current generation. The message is clear. Return to the kind of seeking and humility that marked your beginnings. 4. A call to return. Therefore turn thou to thy God. This is the heart of the chapter. God calls his people to keep mercy, steadfast love, practice judgment, justice, and righteousness. Wait continually on him. This is not a casual suggestion. It is a call to realignment with God's ways. 5. Deception and false confidence. Ephraim is described as a dishonest merchant, using balances of deceit. Yet at the same time, they claim innocence because of their wealth. This shows the danger of equating success with righteousness. 6. God's faithfulness through history. God reminds them that he brought them out of Egypt and preserved them through prophets. He had spoken clearly, repeatedly, and faithfully. Their current condition is not due to lack of guidance, but rejection of it. 7. Primary message. Hosea 12 teaches that chasing worldly solutions leads to emptiness. God calls his people to remember where they came from. True strength is found in seeking God, not self-reliance. Wealth and success do not equal righteousness. God has spoken clearly. Responsibility lies in how we respond. This chapter is a call to return, not just outwardly, but inwardly, to a life marked by truth, humility, and dependence on God. It reminds us that the path forward often begins by remembering where we first encountered him and choosing to walk with him again.